Hello, adventurers, and welcome to the Staffel Tavern. Today with a webcam tracking, woohoo! And I thought we could do some Reddit Am I the A-hole posts with the special topic of artists, because I am an artist and I have things I want to yap about. So, with that in mind, I think I got some spicy ones ready for you and I hope you'll enjoy. Am I the a-hole for asking an artist to remove their signature from the art I commissioned? Thoroughly as I wish to remain anonymous from the artist. Okay, that's enough. I found an artist I really enjoy and commissioned them recently. I want to preface this with the fact that everything went extremely smoothly so far. I'm very happy with the outcome, and the art is exactly what I pictured. Only one issue though. They left their signature on it. To be fair, it is small, off the corner, not very noticeable. I just feel that it is unprofessional, as I commissioned them. The artwork does not belong to them anymore. Ugh, yikes. I asked if they will remove it for me, and they seemed kinda annoyed and asked me if I read their TOS. Admittedly, I skimmed. Big red flag, guys. Big red flag. Where it apparently states that they will not remove their signature. I told them what I said above, which is that I own the art now. They then told me I somehow don't, and then quoted me a huge markup price for commercial rights, and I only removed their signature for that purpose. I said I don't need commercial rights and tried to compromise by offering to send them $5 to remove it, which is other BS in the first place. I shouldn't have to pay extra for this. They refused, and I essentially told the artist that if they don't remove it, then I will simply Photoshop it out myself, considering that it's mine and I can do what I please with it. They then informed me that I will be blacklisted from commissioning them if I do so. Spoiler alert, I did it, and now I'm, not to mention, blocked from them as well. Am I the a-hole? Ah, straightforward and easy. I like it. Yes, you are. For one, their signature. Artists use signatures to essentially um make sure that this artwork is by then, and it's sort of like credibility. If you were to look for Mona Lisa, for example, that's a famous painting. Van Gogh, the painter, the artist, has also left a mark on this painting to make sure that people know it. It is him. It is his signature. So it's kind of like this kind of improvements that they did it, and it's kind of like, yeah, what you have on like really expensive figurines in the anime forum, where you also have these seals of, yeah, this was made by us, this is original. And so is kind of the signature. So the signature usually is always on there. And a lot of artists even do it for commissioned artists. Some even make special ones that they then share to social media. And especially if it's a small one, it's really not a big issue. It is a small signature, and it's kind of like proving, okay, this artist did it, and it is an original. So to remove that, that is pretty petty, I'd say. That is a pretty mean girl behavior. Then the second issue that you had was you didn't read that TOS, which clearly, obviously stated in it. You just skimmed it, and this is a big mistake. If you want to work with anything, you have to read the TOS. It's really important to. Um, Especially since in the TOS it'll state what rights you have and what rights you don't have. And it will also clear up things, and you can also ask people about that. You ask if something is unsure, but it's really just very important that you make your homework, essentially. You are in a contract with someone. By agreeing to the TOS, you essentially made a contract between you two, and this makes you liable if you don't confirm or behave according to the TOS. You may or may not be. They might be able to sue. It's like a legal agreement and a legal thing to make sure that you'll comply with the TOS. If you don't, they have legal rights technically to sue you. But again, probably won't do it because this is such a small issue, but you would be in the wrong, legally speaking, as far as I know. I'm by far not an expert, but you make yourself accountable, at least. And yeah, that is a second reason why you an a-hole. And a third reason is I don't think you necessarily understand what these different types of right means. Just because you commissioned an artwork of theirs does not mean it is yours now. Because for one, the art style belongs, quote unquote, to the artist. It's sort of like what Ghibli movies make Ghibli movies, and it's of course part of the art style, and it's legally theirs. They have the intellectual properties to the art style because they practiced and came up with it. Again, it's a bit difficult in regards of like art style, and how much of art style you can like copyright and stuff, but there's a part that makes it uniquely yours, and this will be part of your brand. And so when essentially you are commissioning an artist to draw something in their style, you are lending their skills. You are not buying their skills. You're essentially asking them, hey, could you go out of your way and draw this for me? Because I can't and I don't have the skills. So you're lending it. You own, afterwards, you own a copy of that artwork. It is now yours. It's sort of like a book. You go into the bookstore and say, I want a book. Or you go to a ghostwriter and say, hi, I want to buy, I want this story to be written. Can you do that for me? And so, of course, there will be a shared intellectual rights between those two. But still, the ghostwriter will have the intellectual properties to the book as well. And it's kind of like that. For the artwork as well. You own the artwork in the regards that you have a copy of it, and yeah, and you can use that however you want, according to the TOS, and it's yours. Yes, that's true. But if you want to use it for anything else, merchandise or commercial or monetized content, then you have to acquire those rights if they haven't been already given to you in the TOS. And if they aren't like sold within the commission. Usually you have to pay extra fees for it because it will mean that you will make money out of their made artworks. And this will mean that technically they own a certain percentage of that as well, because again, you are making money with their intellectual property. It's kind of again, I'm definitely not an expert, but what I'm trying to visualize here is that again, you're not owning 100% of it. You're not owning either the art style, not 100% owning the artwork that they drew. You just ask them and pay them to draw something for you. There's a difference. So it's not completely yours. Again, if we wanted to go deeper into the legal things, I'd have to research a bit more. But yeah, again, it's all in the TOS essentially, and if you own the commercial rights in the TOS, or if the artist says I'm okay with you erasing my signature, then that would be completely fine. But seeing as they explicitly said that this was not allowed to be done, then you have to apply with them. Otherwise, you'll get into trouble. So, yeah, there's also like this big confusion as well. And I understand that not everything seems fair, but it's a problem that I can see that is not fully reached on both sides. There's always this problem between buyer and seller, and especially with things like art, where you have to say, okay, how much does an artwork cost, and how much that is there to like how much do you value the art and essentially want to sell it, because there's a lot more going into art than just the than just the time that they spend on it, the material, the programs, all costs that need to be paid, technically speaking, because you are just lending their stuff. And technically they could charge you for lending their stuff as well, unless you were saying, okay, hey, here are the programs, here is all the stuff, and you can use them. So it's getting very, very difficult the more you look into it. So yeah, but essentially you're lending their skills to draw something that you want to see. So you are going to have to pay for that lending of the skill. That's the best way I can explain it. But yeah, TLDR, big TLDR is just read the damn TOS. I know that is exhausting and it's long. Although usually on VGen it tends to be more oversightly and more easier to read through, I think. It's not the legal speak of companies and social medias that is technically more advanced and difficult and complex. So yeah, just take the 5 minutes, damn it, and read it. Yeah, that's a TLDR I would go out of. That's how you could avoid it. But yeah, removing a signature of an artist, that is just a no-go. You wouldn't want to remove a signature of some highly praised artist as well. And it can sometimes, if the artist blows up history-wise, that could also make the artwork just a lot more costly if you can prove it was theirs. So yeah, you really don't want to remove that. Okay, so here's an interesting one. You'll like it as well, I promise. Am I the a-hole for saying no to my friend for the art they gave me? So, about 10 months ago, my friends gave me 3 little artwork pieces that they thought were really ugly and they hated. I absolutely adore them, and I think they're very pretty, so I have them in my living room. And so I redecorated my living room and rearranged everything so I could have these paintings in a very specific spot. One day, they were over and one of my friends that they have yet to meet until that day was over as well. My other friend, who did not give me the artwork, looked up the art prices for Google Lens because they also liked them and wanted to get them for themselves. That friend found out that the artwork that was given to me was worth $1,000 per piece. And I said, whoa, that's an insane price. So the friend who gave me the art piece told me that I needed to give them back that to him. And he started taking him off the wall, and I said, absolutely not, you gave those to me. He started yelling at me because I wouldn't give them back. Then he said I better pay him $3,000 for all of them, and I said no, because you gifted them to me almost a year ago. So he told me that he was gonna call the police, and he left because me and my other friends kicked him out. Am I the asshole for keeping them? Here is where it slowly gets funny. Update. So, funny thing happened. The other friend who priced them also looked up something they also gave me and realized the price of it. So, both of these friends are wanting their stuff back. So, today I'm planning on just giving them the art pieces and the other items that both have given me over the past years. It's really disheartening to go through this, but dealing with this drama is worse than just redoing my living room and getting rid of the things that they gave me back to them. The friend who looked up the price of what they gave me and said that they were just lending me the items, even though I have written proof that they were given to me. So both friends are going to be acquaintances from now on. That's weird. Update 2. So another funny thing happened. Both of them met up to go hang out because they both made me the common enemy. I did give back the other things to the second friend, but I do have the artwork pieces due to me, giving them accounts around the same time that was worth $2,000. The artwork is being appraised currently. One of my siblings' friend's girlfriend appraises artwork. A weird lineup, but we're figuring that out now. She came and grabbed the pieces about 11 AM today. For some reason, I feel like this art is not going to be worth $3,000 in total. Honestly, life isn't worth the stress, so I'm just gonna take it as a loss and move forward. Update 3. They have been appraised. And this part is actually funny. So, the relative of their friend who gave them the art pieces is the one who made them. The relative copied a style from a different artist and recreated the pieces for that friend. The relative signs the back. And when the person who appraised the artwork told me the artist's name, I laughed because that's the friend's relative. I let that ex-friend know that their relative created the pieces for them. I told him since they were made by his relative, I would happily give them back. After I said that his ex-friend said I could just throw them away because he didn't want them anymore. Since it had no value money-wise to them, they did not care. So technically, I have 3 art pieces that are priceless. Anyway, I thank the relative for creating these pieces, because without these pieces, I would have never known the type of people I was friends with. Absolutely amazing. This is an absolutely amazing story of you're not the asshole your friends were, and I hope you got rid of them. Gosh. This is gold digger behavior, where they just go and yeah, oh, that was so much worth. No, we want it back, please give it back. And then realizing, oh, this wasn't worth anything at all. Bye. Can we be friends again? Oh gosh, I hate people who make drama like this. If you wanna gift something to a person, then give it because you want to gift someone something, because you want to be nice to them, because you want to see them smile, but not because this thing is useless to you, do it genuinely. I mean, sure, getting rid of junk that you might not necessarily need is perfectly fine. And if someone else can use it, that's all the more better. But then don't ask for gifts back. Gosh, this is really embarrassing. I hate when people do that. Generally. Like, no, that's not what you do. Anyways, this is one of the shorter ones, one of the ones that solved itself. But I thought it was like, it cheered me up. It cheered me up of seeing people getting what they deserve, and this is being a kick out of the door. And then even the friends who kicked out the first friend behave the same way, if I remember correctly. So, holy shit, that is stupid. That is stupid. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this one. It was quite amusing.